Alrighty, let's hit up some pre-workout. Gotta get that in before I do my workout. Oh, wait a second. What do we see here on social media? That somebody's talking about pre-workout. Let's bring that up and take a look. Pre-workout drinks are dumb. I wish I knew how to create an online poll, seeing as this grounds for over 40 lifters back when I started lifting at 13 years old in 1989. Apparently it's an older gentleman, kind of like myself. There was no pre-workout garbage. Garbage, wow. I don't remember pre-workout powders becoming a thing until maybe 2010. Anyways, most people over 40 should have learned to lift without using that crap, yet a lot of people take it/abuse it. We'll dissect this. All I ever felt I really need is a post-workout protein creatine drink and to consume my body weight in protein a day. What? You consume your body weight in protein a day? So you're telling me if you're 200 pounds, you consume 200 pounds of protein in shake form? That you need to go on. That's incredible. Because that would be incredible. But I think what you really meant to say is that you drink the allotted protein of the rule of thumb, which is 1 gram per pound of body weight for the day. I hope that's what you're talking about. Anyway, let's continue on. All that said, I have recently started taking arachidonic acid, 1,000 milligrams, 45 minutes prior to lifting on arm day. That's a pre-workout. You're taking something before you work out. That is a single ingredient pre-workout. I don't know if you know that, but that's what you're doing. But he says, because they do lead to greater pump, which a lot of pre-workouts claim to do. But it's not at all like the few times I tried pre-workouts. That stuff will kill you. Okay, first of all, when older people get onto the interwebs, and I've made videos about this before in the past because I'm 56. I'm a senior. I can't believe that I'm a senior yet. But it ends up that when you're a senior and you think you know all that in a bag of chips, and there have been zero advancements in physiology, in nutrition sciences, or anything else for that matter. And I want to kind of go over this. I said we're going to dissect this a little bit. And he said, that pre-workout drinks are dumb. Okay, if they're dumb, where's the proof? Okay, can you show me a study or some research by a physiology department of, multiple universities that have come, a meta-analysis of different studies concluding that pre-workout drinks are dumb? I think you missed posting those links because I didn't see those. It says, anyways, most people over 40 should have learned to lift without using that crap, yet a lot of people take it and abuse it. Okay, so now you're kind of equating that the people who take pre-workout drinks don't know how to lift. I don't know where you get that from. I would love to see proof for studies, but you don't provide any. Maybe that's in a follow-up post. Again, this is all in jest. I've done the same thing. I have made fanatical claims and based off of information from decades back, and it ends up they weren't true. There was no validity to any of those claims that I was saying, and so I had to eat some humble pie. So this is my way of sharing how I have eaten humble pie, and I'm offering you a piece as well. And then you said, I recently started taking this arachidonic acid, 1,000 milligrams, prior to lifting. Well, guess what? That's a pre-workout. That's a pre-workout drink. It is a single ingredient pre-workout. And there are single ingredient pre-workout mixes out there, or mix because it's only one ingredient. There are also pre-workout drinks that have multiple ingredients based off of science and studies and research that has been done on those individual elements within that pre-workout drink that bring some type of benefit to the table. Okay, there have been something saying, yeah, this is a benefit for whatever it is for this ingredient. And because we have these number of ingredients, you have an increased number of benefits by using our pre-workout drink. Okay, that's what it is. But then it's not all like the few times that I've tried pre-workouts. That stuff will kill you. Okay, again, where's the proof for that stuff? There's a difference between taking something like a pre-workout or a supplement or even a protein shake and drinking it and saying, that stuff tastes like crap. I don't like it. It's garbage because it's not my personal taste. It's very different than saying it has no redeeming qualities or benefits. I know for me, I really came to verify the information that I knew. And it came a time of testing to say, okay, well, does this hold up? Is what I believe true? And does it follow the test? Is there research? Are there studies that support the claims and the things that I believe? And I found out there was a lot of things that were no longer supported because of the advancements in science and different, things of facts out in the world, and studies and physiology departments and, smart people gurus who do neuroscientists and so on and so forth. So I wanted to go over the information that I put out. And here's my comment. And the same logic, let's apply this same logic and thinking to anesthesia. Anesthesia shots are dumb. In 1910, there was no anesthesia garbage. I don't remember anesthesia becoming a thing until maybe, the 1850s? And the question we should be asking, are there studies showing that pre-workout drinks have some type of anaerobic or aerobic activity? Does it enhance muscular endurance? Or are there some other benefits to lifting? Or, have there been any studies? Well, I decided to do some searching, and there's a few things. After a few minutes of searching the interwebs for studies, I found a number, and they do offer benefits. One study showed measured increase in muscular endurance. Another didn't see any significant increases in lean body mass or lower body strength. However, they did see greater gains seen in leg press maximums. Another study concluded using pre-workouts improved both anaerobic peak power and anaerobic mean power when compared to a placebo. Okay. Another study showed high doses produce an ergogenic effect on 1 rep max bench press performance, but they also experienced some side effects. Maybe it was the caffeine jitters or the kind of the itching that you get with some of those pre-workouts. For some, they don't experience those. Other people do. Again, it comes down to personal preference. But that doesn't negate the fact that it does work. Okay, so there's a difference. Let's see, another found pre-workout drinks had positive effect on power maintenance in the bench press. There are more studies and research on single and multi-ingredient pre-workout drinks, but you get the point. So, do you need pre-workout drinks? No. Can they help? Numerous studies show that there are benefits to pre-workout drinks. Some say they're minimal, most of them say that they're better than a placebo. As for saying that people abuse pre-workout drinks, I'm not sure what you mean by abuse. I'm not aware of this mass abuse of pre-workout drinks, and I'm not sure what you mean by that. But I think what it comes down to is, have I used pre-workout drinks? I have in the past. I remember another poster on here on this same thread ended up talking about Dave, I think it was Dave Duquesne and Ultimate Orange. I remember Ultimate Orange. And then, that was kind of the thing back in the day as well. And then there were some other ones, heavy in ephedra and whatever. But those things, like a very strong cup of coffee, can actually help you if the rest of your nutrition and your workout and your recovery is where it's supposed to be. So basically it comes down to, you can take all the pre-workout that you want, but if your nutrition is crap, it's not really going to do anything. You might get some jitters because you're ingesting something, and anything that you put in your body, you're going to have an effect. But if your nutrition is crap, it's going to negate a lot of the things that you could do. You can't outwork crappy nutrition. I would say 95% of it is nutrition. 5% is probably actually exercise and recovery. You can't burn the candle at both ends and not have a negative effect. So with that being said, would I spend $40, $50, $60 on pre-workout? Absolutely not. I'm a cheap bastard. I will not spend that. It is way too expensive. You have this balance of time and money versus the benefits that you get. It doesn't balance out for me to shell over that much money. So in the past, and even now, I will buy the cheapest pre-workout drink that I can because I don't like, I'll even resort to coffee. There's the longest time that I use coffee as my pre-workout, or a double shot latte. Slam that down and get that caffeine going and I'm ready. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. I have done that and I continue to do that. I think the biggest reason that I use pre-workout when I do is because I don't like the taste of water and it helps me stay hydrated. I can use some Crystal Light and throw that in my water bottle and I feel just as good as when I use pre-workout. There are ways that you can tell if a pre-workout drink works or not. Even just do a journal on saying, okay, well, for this month, I didn't take any pre-workout. Here's how I felt when I start my exercise routine. And then the next month, you do the exact same thing, exact same nutrition, going in and recovery and all that stuff. And then before you start your workouts on those days for a month, how did you feel after you took the pre-workout? Were you feeling a little bit up, more than you were when you weren't consuming the pre-workout drink? And the biggest thing that I see with seniors, because I am one, is that, but just because it wasn't a thing then, that doesn't mean it's not a thing now. How many years between the 1980s and now? There's a lot of years. There's been huge advancements in nutrition, in testing, in research, in physiology that have shown that there are things today that kind of might have been nice to have back in the past. But hey, I understand. We're old. I have done the exact same thing that you have done by saying and making claims that had no verifiable proof that, I'm a boomer and I'm back in my day, blah, 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 blah. And I ended up, I was wrong. Okay. So I just wanted to share this and say, hey, let's take advantage of the research and the studies that have been done over time in the last 50 years. And, let's run with it. Let's use that to our advantage so that we can be healthy, fit. We can work on longevity so that when we do retire, I recently retired early, that I can have decades of golden years because I take advantage of things that have been proven in studies and research for long life, fitness, health, working out, looking buff, all that good stuff. Okay, so anyway, I poke some fun at you, and it's nothing personal. If somebody did the exact same thing to me, and people have, let it go. It's like I was wrong, I got it. Now I'm right. I don't need to worry about that stuff. Someone took the time to correct me in maybe some flawed logic that I had, or some bad information, or old, outdated information. Because as a senior, I don't really, that's not really a thing we do, is peruse the interwebs for studies and research when it comes to health and fitness. But we should. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Take care. God bless. Peace.